But you can't ignore this moment, though. As this president is someone who is a student of history and part of history, to see the person that he was the next in line for to be going through this moment.
The president respects the rule of law and the democratic institutions of the United States of America, and takes very seriously his role as president of the United States in advancing that. And he also, as you've heard Karine say much better than I can, he fully respects the independence of the Justice Department and allowing the Justice Department to do their job unimpeded and uninterrupted, certainly by him or anybody on his staff.
I should like first to take one more stab at getting you to say something substantive about the Trump case.
Go for it. I will be just as unsatisfying to you as I have been to everybody else.
That's so prejudicial.
But I also want to be, I got Mauritius up here, and nobody asked me. Nobody. And I was ready today.
That is not the subject of my second thrust. But first on the Trump case, President Biden, in a speech that was an official speech and not a campaign speech last year in Philadelphia, identified Donald Trump and his supporters as threats to the American homeland. Does the enrollment of Donald Trump in the American criminal justice system as a defendant, which necessarily entails certain restrictions on his movements and so on, provide for the American people some reassurance that he is less of a threat than he was when the president made those remarks?
James, I'm just not in a position to speak to that.
Only a short series of questions about Americans who are detained in other countries.
Short series?
Yes.
Series? There's no such thing as short series. Those two words don't go together.
Your interjections do not make things shorter. All right. First question is this. You've spoken often about your efforts ongoing to secure the release and return of Americans who are wrongfully detained in foreign countries.
Yeah.
That very formulation implies another category of Americans, the opposite category, whatever you'd want to call it, Americans who are rightfully detained or lawfully or justly detained. First question of three short questions. Does the administration recognize the existence
On that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
On the record that I was ready
For Mauritius. Yes, yes. For the record, Mauritius was ready. I saw it.
Their administration, like all administrations, share information for oversight with the Gang of Eight. There are two members of the Gang of Eight so far that I've seen. One of them who says what happened with the documents of Mar-a-Lago is really not a big deal. Another one says it's okay because there's a lock on the bathroom door. So is there a reason, perhaps, to have a discussion with some folks on the Hill about stuff?
Is there a reason to have a conversation with people on the Hill about stuff? Look, I appreciate where you're coming from. I appreciate where all of you guys are coming from on this. I'm just simply not going to talk about this ongoing case. That is really for the Justice Department to speak.